Hey, what's up guys? It's Eric. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. We are super excited to announce we are starting a brand new series where we are going to show you different ways you can use an everyday object in your life to enhance your recovery journey. And what I'm talking about is this guy right here, your smartphone. Everyone has one, whether it's Android, whether it's Apple. We're not gonna get into that debate, but what we are gonna get into are different ways you can use this thing that you're on every day to help add to your recovery repertoire. And I'm super excited about it. There are a lot of cool things that we're gonna be able to take a look at, and I truly hope that this helps you in your recovery journey. And to start us off this week, I'm actually gonna be showing you guys an app that is super cool. I've been using it for about a couple of weeks now, checking out some of its features, and I'm gonna take a deep dive and show you guys what I like about it, what I wish could be a little better, and hopefully if it works for you, it'll be another tool you can use in your recovery tool belt. And the app that I'm talking about is Sober Time. Now, Sober Time is a sobriety counter and tracker. It will help you keep track of your clean time, and it has a lot of other cool features as well that we're gonna take a look into. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Right off the bat, when I searched sobriety counter on the App Store, one of the first ones that popped up was Sober Time. And what caught my eye immediately was the rating. Now, when I clicked on there, it's a 4.5 star rating with over 10,000 reviews. So what that tells me is that a lot of people have really good things to say about it, and I'm super excited to show you what I found by using the app and let you know what my experience is. But just based off of the reviews alone, I went into this with some high expectations, and I wasn't disappointed for the most part. Now let's go ahead and just open up the app to kind of show you guys what it looks like on the home page. Now, I put my sobriety date in there. Like I said, I've been kind of playing around with this for a while now. And as you can see right off the bat, it has my 7 months, 2 days, 18 minutes, 4, 5, 6, 7. It literally counts down to the second, your sobriety time, which I don't know about you guys, but early on in recovery, the biggest thing for me was just seeing how much time I had and really working towards those next milestones. And that brings me to the next feature that I think is pretty cool on the homepage, and that is the milestone feature. So as you can see here, I'm super close to that 8-month mark, right? And then the next will be 9 months. And so it shows you a milestone progress bar as well as an accurate timer to the second of your sobriety time with some pretty cool little motivational quotes down here as well. Next, I want to take a look at another part of the app that I think is super awesome and I found very interesting, and it's actually right here on this little menu below the inspirational. Oh, not that, right here. And it is the statistics. So when you click on here, it shows you different statistics based off of what you're in. So right here is my timeline. So let's say I had a relapse or I had a little hiccup. It'll show what my longest sobriety time was before that, reset it, and then go back up. So you can kind of track your incremental progress on your sober time. It also has a savings function where you can input how much you were spending on either drugs or alcohol, and then it'll track me with the amount of time that you have with how much you were spending a day and show you a running total of how much money you've saved since getting sober, which is super cool. Then you have your sober time, which is your pie graph of your current time. And then, like I said, if you did have a relapse, it will show, okay, you had 30 days previously. That'll be a smaller sliver of the pie to your current sobriety time, which is another cool way to keep track of that. And then your day table, where it will just literally show you from day 0 all the way to current day, how many days it's been, and what date it is, which I think is super cool as well. Those are all just neat little things to help you keep track of your progress and give you more insight into how you're doing, so you don't get discouraged and in those dog days of recovery where you don't see a lot of progress happening. You could always go back to the statistics function and take a look at how far you've come. And I think that is super, super cool. So a lot of us in recovery like to keep track of a journal so we can see where we were resentful, where we are fearful. If we had a good day, we want to log that. If we have a bad day, we want to log that. Because we want to keep track of our emotional sobriety as well as our recovery from drugs and alcohol. And this feature right here is super cool. It's the guided journaling. So you'll see here, every day it has a calendar and it will give you a prompt. Today's prompt is, how has your addiction harmed you? And then you can click on here and start journaling about how addiction has harmed me and check in with these different prompts, which I think is super, super cool. It kind of gets you to think every day about your recovery, and it could even prompt some thoughts about areas in your life that you need to improve on or you need to work on. And it keeps track of all of them on a calendar format here so that you can go back and read all of your previous entries. And as you can see here, it'll also show you your different milestones. Like this past Wednesday, I hit 7 months and it logged it right there. I think that is super, super cool. I haven't seen that on many other sobriety trackers and counters. And the best part is, guys, that is included on the free version. You don't have to be a premium member to access the guided journaling and the calendar function. And I think that is super awesome that they built that in there and let everybody who uses the app have access to that. Now, Sober Time is free to download and it is free to use. But the free version does have ads that periodically pop up that can be annoying. They are 30-second ads that you don't have the option to skip. But overall, I've been using the free version just fine. But I did want to touch on some of the options that you have as a premium member, because there is an option for premium. So what you'll see here is that, one, you'll get a widget to add to your home screen that is customizable with different backgrounds, which I think is pretty cool to give you a constant reminder on your home page of your sober time, as well as you can remove the ads with the premium version, which I would assume is the best value for upgrading to the premium version, because that is my biggest gripe with the app, is that every now and then a 30-second ad for a mobile game pops up and it's just kind of clunky and I don't really enjoy that, but I get it, such is life. But yeah, if you want to remove the ads, go ahead and subscribe to premium. You can do that. And it also has a cloud sync feature, so you can sync your sober time and your milestones and everything that you're tracking in the app to all of your devices, as long as they have internet connectivity, and of course community perks. So I'll show you guys the community function a little bit, but they do have an online platform where you can share advice or some experience or just celebrate your different sobriety milestones with others that are on the app, which I think is pretty cool, because the opposite of addiction is connection. So being able to connect with people that are also using the app and celebrate those things is huge for us in recovery. So those are all of the primary things that you're going to get with the premium version. And if you click here, it is either $29.99 a year, or the monthly plan is $4.99 a month. So it's not going to break the bank, but again, if you don't want to spend the $5 a month for the premium version, the main thing that you're not going to have is the option to add this to your home screen, customizable backgrounds, and of course the ads. So that was what premium will get you. So now let's take a look into the community function. So this is probably what I would think is the best value add for subscribing to premium. And that is just the more accessibility to the community feature. And so as you can see here, they have like talking sober and guidelines. So they give you a quick rundown on what the rules are. And then here, you can just go in and talk about relapses. You can talk about detoxing. You can talk about sobriety milestones, all sorts of different forums on the app, and they're all people that are using Sober Time, which I think is cool. You can access it with the free version, but the premium version gives you more access to it, and I don't know what that looks like because I opted to not pay to see what this premium version brings, but that feature is super cool, and it's available for both the free and premium platforms. Now, the last feature that I think is super, super cool with this is the online therapy function. So they have actually partnered with BetterHelp, an online therapy platform. So what you can do is integrate your Sober Time app to your BetterHelp profile. So if you already use BetterHelp and you subscribe to Sober Time, you can link that, and so your online therapist can track your sober time, your sober milestones with you, and offer you advice based off the progress that you're tracking on the app, which is super cool. So many people in recovery seek outside help from medical professionals, especially mental health medical professionals. So having this integration with BetterHelp is, I think, really, really cool. And it's super easy to link your account. I don't personally use BetterHelp, but that is super awesome. And I did read about 9 to 10 reviews on the people who have integrated BetterHelp to Sober Time, and they say the integration itself is super easy and seamless, and it is a cool way to talk about your recovery with your mental health professional and have it tracked. So that's one of the coolest things that I think is awesome about Sober Time and could really help a lot of people out. Well, there you have it, folks. That is my full review of the Sober Time app. To do a quick recap of the pros, what I love the most is the guided journaling function. I think it's super cool that you can log in every day and it gives you a prompt to journal on how your recovery is going. I think the statistics function is phenomenal. Being able to see it in almost quantifiable data and track your daily progress on recovery is something that I haven't seen in a lot of other counters that I've looked at. And of course, the integration with BetterHelp is phenomenal. Being able to link your recovery to your mental health profile and so that they're synonymous is something that I think helps a lot of people out. And I think that's really cool that they have that partnership with BetterHelp. The only con that I have for the app, surprisingly enough, is the ads. Yes, I didn't opt to do the premium version, and it is affordable. $4.99 is a pretty decent price point for everything that you get with all the premium functions. But if you are going to do the free version, just be aware every time you open the app, you are going to see a 30-second video for a mobile app or something else, and you can't skip it. But then again, it is 30 seconds. We're used to that. So if you're okay with seeing ads every now and then, I think the free version is amazing as well. And overall, I would give this app a 9.5 out of 10. I think it has so much functionality. There's a reason why over 10,000 people have given it a 4.8 star rating on the App Store, and I am one of them. I'm completely bought into what they have going on, and I've really enjoyed my time using it. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. If you aren't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell so you can see every time that we're posting a new video, and go find us and look at some of our other content that we offer. We have short form content for our Sober Living Networks, Plugged In Recovery YouTube channel, and then we also have a full-length podcast, the Odd or God Pod, where we take a deep dive into sobriety, spirituality, and everything in between, and that can be found on YouTube as well as anywhere you get your podcast, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google, you name it. We're out there at Odd or God Pod on all platforms. Thank you so much, guys. Good luck.